Hello everybody, it's Drew's Paranormal Vlog. Tonight we do have the privilege of talking to Melissa Bryan, who is an author. She's a shaman and she's much, much more, guys. But I'm going to let Melissa tell you a bit about herself because we were talking before we went live and she's amazing. She's got a lot of things that a lot of us can really relate to and things. So Melissa, just tell us a bit about yourself and your channel.
Well, I am the outlaw psychic. And that means that basically my ancestors have been my rock throughout my life, in spirit and otherwise. My ancestors, they've been there the whole way for me. And one of them in particular sticks real close to my side. His name's William Bonney, aka Billy the Kid. Yeah, he and I are very, very close. We share a past life. He was my husband back then, and now he's my cousin. So we're bonded. Whether anybody likes it or not, we're bonded. So that's all there is to that. I'm descendant of the outlaws and of those who are just plain ornery.
So you did all the research, did loads of research and found out that you've got a few famous people, well not famous, but notorious in your past.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
How did you manage to
figure out? I've got every outlaw this side of the Mississippi River.
Wow. I mean, how do you even begin to research that?
Well, there were rumors going around my family, whisperings of various different things. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and find out what the truth is. Thank you to my great aunt, who I'm also very deeply bonded with, also in spirit. Thank you, Aunt Irene. Anyway, she's the one that got me started. She kept an entire family tree leading to all the outlaws.
Wow.
And she said, we've been horse people for generations. And yes, there are native roots. There's, everything you can imagine. I said, oh man, I have got to find out. So I did.
That's crazy.
And now
welcome, Mystical Love and Light. Welcome, Paranormal Hub. Welcome, everybody. I was just that guys, you know what I'm like. If I don't get the questions out the road and talk to her before I go live and do it, I'll just blether to her. So I had to press that button pretty quick. I think that what attracted me to your profile was on Twitter. I think it was we started speaking, was the fact that what's your channel called? The Psychic Outlaw.
Outlaw Life Psychic Enterprises, and that is my business. Yes, it's my entire business. It's my whole life. It's everything. It's me. It's my ancestors. It's everything I put into everything that I do. I DIY everything. I webmaster my own website. I write books. I just recently wrote one. In fact, it was a revision of one I'd written previously. But anyway, I'm going to be updating that one. I'm just putting the finishing touches on some notes that I have to take for it. Once I do that, I'm going to be updating that book, and then I'm going to be writing a cooking book, which is like recipes that span over 100 years, generations of my family, all of our recipes and things that I've learned over my lifetime from my grandmothers and my other female ancestors.
Wow. So tell us a bit about your ancestors then, the ones that you've learned from and you're writing about. Is that the ones like your past generation? Not so far back as Billy the Kid. I think we all know about him. So the recent ones, like how you managed to get into all this, how it happened.
Okay, my first one basically goes through my entire life from past to present and back again, and teaches what I've learned as a psychic medium, also through ones like James von Prague, Sylvia Brown, and all the great master psychics of our generation.
Yeah.
What I've learned from them and how to really work with my own abilities.
Sure.
Ace, you better not be pedaling on the carpet, hon.
Cats for you guys, cats. Welcome everybody. So tell us a bit about your your skills. I don't like to say skills or anything. I mean, for me, I'm a witch and I'm a paranormal investigator. So tell us a bit about you, what you like to do that way.
Is what now? I'm sorry.
I'm a witch and I'm a paranormal investigator. So tell us a bit about what you do.
Yeah.
That intrigues us all so much.
Yes, I am a genetic witch. I'm 14th, well, I'd say 14th generation Cromwell, but I'm fourth cousin to Oliver Cromwell. And Cromwell is known as the Wiccan line in history.
Sure, definitely.
So, yes, I descend from them as well. And I'm able to do things. I have no idea where the frig this comes from. I can only assume the ancestors. Thanks, guys. No, they know I love them. We kind of rib each other every now and again. They're like, I got you. Found another family member. It's like, oh, why you all gonna get you?
It's amazing finding that all out, though.
But yeah, I was also a witch or bruja back in my last life. I was about the closest thing they knew as a doctor from Santa Fe, Albuquerque, Lubbock, Lincoln and points in every direction throughout New Mexico. Right. I was about the only doctor on that frontier part, Fort Sumner, because I was the daughter of Barboncito and niece to Manuelito. And yes, I'm still very close with them. I still consider Barboncito to be my dad. Anyway, I'm still real close to them. And they were from Cañon de Che, Arizona. I've been there 3 times. I plan to go back for a 4th visit. There's things I'm still trying to learn about.
Right. So how do you communicate with them? Do you just do it psychically, or are you using tarot and things to do it?
No, I just do it naturally. It
naturally.
Yeah.
Psychically, yeah. That's good.
I hear them, I feel them, I sense them. Sometimes they'll come in as like a favorite scent. Like my grandmother on my mother's side, she will come in as her perfume. Right, okay. My father's mother comes in as her favorite perfume. I smell her more, and I'll like feel them touch me, like on my arms, my shoulders, my head, my neck, all the okay areas.
Right.
Sometimes I'll feel them hug me. Yeah, I miss them. And my other ancestors, we kind of joke around a lot. We're real jokey in this family. Hard. A bunch of cards. What can
Good stuff.
I adore them. They're great.
Welcome, Doorbell. Welcome, Mystical Living Light, Paranormal Researchers. We're Paranormal Hub as well, worldwide. Welcome, guys.
And I've been doing genealogy since I was 13, so I've kind of been at this a while. Yeah. When I first got into it, I also found a family tree in a Bible, and I'm going, okay, things from what I'm seeing on TV, what I'm hearing on radio, what I'm seeing in my life.
You can place it all the way back. That's brilliant. You can place it right away back.
Yeah, basically everything was starting to connect.
Right.
And my great aunt, gave me her family information. And so I started to connect it there. And now I know where everyone comes in because I have family tree information pretty much everywhere. Right. And I have one great big family tree that basically is a wall size, 2-sided. Right.
You did say before we went live that you can trace them coming in from Europe as well, can't you? You can actually trace them right away back coming in.
Yes, and I have one tree that actually connects with my primary tree, And that one connects from the primary tree all the way back to pre-Christ. And I have that all
That's
on video.
brilliant. See, you were maybe meant to figure it out. Maybe that's why you've got that in you, that to research it. You were maybe meant to be the one to place it together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So is that what the book's about then? Is how you placed it all together and found out where you fit in the world, basically.
That one's going to be my third book, actually.
Right.
The family tree one's going to be my third book.
Okay.
A fourth one is going to be on Marilyn Monroe because I have a friend who has some connections to her. So I'm going to write that one with her.
Good.
And then my fifth and final one, I'm not sure if there's going to be a fifth and final one. I may only write 4 books.
Right. It's good that you're willing to put that out there, though, and show people how it's done. I mean, because, America's a reasonably young country compared to Europe, you know?
Yeah.
So it's amazing that you can actually trace it right away back to wherever your parents, wherever your grandparents, ancestors came in. I mean, that's amazing. I'd love to be able to do that, you know? Trace them right away back. So what about your craft then? What type? I mean, I don't like labeling anybody, but what about your craft? Are you a herbal witch, a kitchen witch? What would you label yourself as?
I'm a kitchen witchy.
I'm
a kitchen witchy. I love my home. I love my kitchen. It's like I'm constantly baking and making stuff and doing stuff. So yeah, I'm a kitchen witchy.
Yeah, because the cookbook and things as well. That'd be amazing. I mean, us as witches as well. If they're a lot of the times, if Liam's not feeling well enough to put him a bowl of cereal out, even just simply putting the spoon in the cereal and stirring it, as a witch, you can heal your family. I mean, it's that intent. So that's amazing that you're actually a kitchen witch as well. I would love. I must admit, I'm not the best cook in the world, guys. To be honest with you, but I can put a good bowl of cereal out and make a good pot noodle and noodles. But even at that, you can put intent into it to your family. You don't need to be a big, huge cook. I mean, I do it with Liam all the time.
Then it'll just that's
and there's the kitty cats.
That's Ace.
So tell us a bit about where you stay then. I mean, you were telling me you're in California. So tell us a bit about where you stay. She was telling us a bit about where she stayed, guys, and it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, basically we're tough folks out here. You know, there's not a lot that scares Californians because, you know, we go through earthquakes and tornadoes and floods and fires and nothing can run us out. Well, except for maybe death, taxes, you know, the general government bullshit.
Are you still on alert? I mean, she's telling us there that just before we went on there, he's got a 96% clearage. He's not at 100% yet for the wildfires.
95% contained on the McKinney fire and about 90% on the Yeti fire.
Right, good. I mean, she was telling us as well, guys, that they kind of have to just pick things out that means something to them before when they get the alert first coming in, or they've no chance of getting them. That's pretty sad, but it's the way you get used to it, though, don't you?
Yeah, basically, by next Saturday, I just got word Yeti fire is going to be 100% contained.
Good.
Yay!
That's brilliant. I mean, you're practically, she was saying, guys, as well, that the road, there's only one road in and out, so they're basically at a standstill, aren't you?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, we're in a good spot, though. We're in a good spot. We've got a grocery store and post office across the street from us, from our park. So we can get mail and groceries and stuff. So we're in a good spot right now. We're in an RV park, and we're kind of, you know, hey. Okay, that's enough. All right. Sorry, my cat Ace.
No, it's okay. That's why I put Sparkle upstairs. She was telling me to keep Sparkle down with her, but all my guys know Sparkle just barks, especially if I leave the door open, so I put her upstairs.
My dog's terrible. It's okay if her doggy talks to me. I don't mind.
She would talk to you. Mm-hmm. Yep. When I was doing this in the living room, she would just walk past and I would get her to peep her head round. She likes to say hello. So she doesn't like it that I'm up high now and she can't peep in.
Oh.
So tell us a bit about what you're going to be doing in the future and things, Melissa. Tell us what you kind of do for the daily.
I'm planning a big road trip that's going to go from California and Oregon all the way east to New Jersey to see some relatives of mine over there. And I'm going to be filming for my book, Born into Shamanism. And hopefully I'll be able to show you guys where everything that I've ever experienced has taken place.
Right, okay.
I've never been to New Jersey. I've been to New York twice, I'd say. Once to go to Italy. I think it was at JFK Airport when I was a kid. And then the other one, I think we were in New York on... my husband was trucking across the country, so I went with him at one point. And
Hi, Stefan.
We had to deliver a load over in New York. So yeah, I've only been to New York twice. I've never actually seen much of it, but I've been there a couple times.
Okay.
And my cousin wants to go to where our ancestor Billy the Kid was actually baptized.
Okay.
So, and I also have to go to Texas to confirm one other final piece of family information to kind of tie up the entire Billy the Kid family history thing.
That's great. Guys, you can actually trace it in her bloodline, Billy the Kid being there. So that's really good that she can do all that. I mean, some people might think, oh, come on, he's related to all these famous people and things and might think it's not real. But the thing is, if you sit and think about it, if you're one person in this day and age, think about how many branches of DNA you could go down and trace your bloodline to these people. I think it's fascinating that you can actually do that. Honestly, I do. Especially when you can trace the people coming into the country. I mean, if you look back far enough, we are all connected. So it makes sense that you could actually connect yourself to these people because we're all connected in one way, you know. I think it's brilliant. So the Scottish part, you did tell me when we were talking before we went live and things, well, it's actually the day that you have got Scottish in you. Yeah, William Wallace is one of my direct ancestors, yes. Brilliant. So you're going to tell us about all that in the book? Oh, he's so cool. Yeah, she can relate. She can actually sense them. It's brilliant. Tell us a bit about him then, because us being Scottish, most of the people in the chat are Scottish or got Scottish heritage in us. You've got to tell us a bit about William Wallace, what he's like in spirit. Yeah, he's actually really cool. He's very tough. He is one tough hombre. I wouldn't want to mess with him in a back dark alley. I'll tell you what. Yeah. If he's I would there not want with to you, ask him. Dark alley. Ask him if it was him that stopped me at the top of the monument stairs, because I was there a couple of weeks ago, and I got to the top of the stairs and I had to about turn, and it was the Wallace Monument I was in. So if he's around, ask him if it was him that stopped me for going up. I don't know if he took offence to my pagan cross or what, but he didn't want me up those stairs. He just put a brick wall of energy up and I had to about turn. All right, Willem. Let's have us a talkie talk here, okay? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Next time you be letting her up them stairs. Y'all got it? Okay then. I love you. Mwah. And I'm gonna hug the stuffings out of you, by the way. I'm gonna hug you. The lady did tell me not to film, and I was going to film on my she told me I wasn't allowed to film for my channel, but I could film for my own personal use. So I don't know if maybe he wasn't going to he was taking offence to me filming and I was told no or what, I don't know. But he definitely did not want me up those stairs. He just put a brick wall of energy up and I had to about turn and come back. I just got the word back. He goes, yes, ma'am. It's like, yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm allowed to go back then. Thank you, Melissa, for putting the word in with them for me. I can go back, yes. Yeah. I think it was because I didn't ground myself, though. I had just walked up the side of the mountain and I knew they were shutting in about 15, 20 minutes. So I hadn't grounded myself. I didn't give myself time to get grounded. And I went and paid the lady and then walked up the stairs. And I was still edgy for walking up the mountain. So it was my own fault. I should have made sure I was grounded and I had my crystals in my hand and things. So next time I'll be prepared.
Yeah, basically, I just got word to, yeah, you're going to be going up them stairs. Don't worry about it. I got this. These guys won't bow to me, I tell you. No, but anyway, they're gentlemen's gentlemen. Don't worry about it. I got this.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I didn't mean any offense. Okay, just tell them that I didn't mean to offend them.
They're like, oops, our bad.
So have you had any scary experiences, Melissa? Have you ever had any scary experiences with your gift?
Is what now?
Have you ever had any scary experiences with your gift?
Oh, I've had more than a few. I lived at a place in New Mexico I never want to go back to ever again. Wow. Ever again. That place, we had hot spots, cold spots, whispering, voices, footsteps, smell like, like rotting flesh.
Eggs,
odors like rotting flesh, rotting eggs, whatever you want to call that. We had those odors. We had remnants of what was the Pueblo Revolt, and there was a battle between the Navajos and the Utes on that property. Wow. We found human bones, animal bones. It was like a literal graveyard. It was like buildings sitting on top of a graveyard. It was really creepy. And we had UFOs, we had Bigfoots, we had skinwalkers, we had oh my God, anything.
Did you feel it's energy off the land and it attracts these things?
Yeah. It wanted us gone. And in fact, at one point, the nasty negative entities came to me in a dream and said, help us get rid of these other humans. We'll leave you alone.
Oh, wow.
And, you're to leave too. We don't want anyone here. Blow up the buildings as you leave, have everything tore out because we don't want anyone here.
Right. They just wanted their land back, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, they just wanted the land back. They didn't want anyone there at all. Right. Not even crazy. The neighbors did they want there. No, and it was also, believe it or not, on the foundation of what used to be the insane asylum.
Wow.
On the foundation of it, not the actual building.
Do you think sometimes it could be the elemental spirits wanting the land back to heal it?
Well, it was it was all the nasty, negative, evil ones. It was the good ones. All of them banded together and said, we want all humans out of here, gone. Right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm just thinking, if the land had that much turmoil had happened on it, it's maybe nature taking over through the elementals and things to scare the humans away, to get our land back to heal it, because we've did that much damage on that spot of land.
Yeah. And also there was up the road, I'd found out from someone else there, that there was like a satanic cult up the road, that she had someone connected to it. And there were so many things going on all at once. It was just like, and it was drawing literally bad people to the land because of the previous owners of that property. And they thought that we would be into that same, drug crap. No, we want to be left alone.
Right. Okay.
We don't want any neighbors on our land. We don't want anyone crossing our property. And no one would listen to us. We said, leave us alone. Mm-hmm. We don't want to be bothered. And eventually us, my hubby and I, and my cousin who lived with us at the time, basically he and I got scratched and burned and bruised. I've got photos to prove that. Wow. We both got injured. And after a while, we were laying in our respective beds one night in one house, in one room, to protect ourselves. from all the crap going on around us. And we saw someone come up to our bedroom window with a big LED flashlight because people had been breaking in and taking stuff and moving shit and you
Right.
know. And eventually we finally said, when we saw that next morning, we said, that's it, we're done. We
Right.
packed up and we left.
Wow. That's
Well,
crazy.
after we left, just before we were about to hit Wairika, we were about 12 hours out of Wairika, California. And we got hit from behind by an 18-wheeler, lost 90%, including our vehicle, of everything that we
Oh,
own.
wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's not coincidence. There's no way that's coincidence.
No,
They did
no,
not want
no,
you getting
no.
away. No.
No, that was not coincidence. We ended up having to go back to where we came from and finally pack up and move out a second time.
Wow. Is there still people living on that land?
As far as I know, they're brave if they are.
Wow. Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
So again, more scary, creepy stories through your travels in the world.
Oh,
Travels
yeah.
throughout
Yeah, yeah.
America, really, because you've stayed all the hot places.
Yeah, yeah. I've had some crazy experiences over my life. When I was 3 years old, something came after my infant sister in California, down in Southern California.
Wow.
Not up here, thankfully. We weren't born or raised up here. But anyway, down in Southern California where we were being raised, basically something came after my infant sister and I ordered it out of my home. It never came back.
Looking back, that's crazy. So what do you think was in there?
I don't know, but it was a big black shadowy mass.
Oh.
And that's what floored me. I'm going, oh no, you ain't doing that crap. Yeah, out. You know?
So when did you discover your gifts then?
Oh, probably about age 21 when everything started getting really hot. I was
Right.
seeing, hearing, feeling, sensing, knowing, blah, 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 everything, all this stuff. I, at the time, had no clue where it come from.
Right.
But,
Placed it all together.
well, yeah, my ancestor sat me down from spirit, no less, and said,
Right.
you're going to be a shaman. What?
Just like that. You're going to be a
What?
shaman.
Whoa. Balls in y'all's court.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Well, age 46, here we are.
But you did say that you could trace shamanism back in your family, though. So
Oh,
they
yes.
were just
Oh, yes.
making sure that you knew that.
Yes.
That's your
Yes,
craft.
I knew. I mean, I kind of knew at the time, but I researched it after that happened. And, well, lo and behold, there it was.
Right. That's crazy.
There it was. And I'm going, whoa.
See, I take guidance from my ancestors. I've got a dedicated space where I talk to my ancestors on. Not often when I feel the need. So I kind of relate to that as well. I always think if you're going to ask anybody for advice on the afterworld, it'd be who more to have your back than your ancestors, you know. So I always ask my ancestors. And 9 out of 10 times when I wake up the next day, I have an idea or I have a direction to go.
And and I'm thanking my ancestors for this one big time. I had a series of shamans, actual native shamans, tell me you're Native American and you're gonna find it.
Right.
And
Meaning
one
your
of them
path.
actually told me how many generations back, but it actually turned out to be 16 instead of 12. But there it was.
Right, that's good. I mean, that's good that you can place it all back. It just shows you, though, that this day and age, the technology and things, and people just putting in your simple DNA can reveal so much. I'd love to take mine right away back as far as I can. I'll need to try and see if I can do it. You maybe can need to help
Go
me,
ahead and
Melissa.
do it. Let me know what you find. Let me know what you find, because
Definitely.
if you find what I think you're gonna find, hi, cuz.
Right. That's I don't even. You've stumped me. Honestly, I can ask question after question. You've just really stumped me tonight. Any you guys got any questions? The last chat. I love the fact that you've wrote a book and things as well. I mean, what's your first book about? The one that's out now?
My first book is My Walk and Work with Spirit. It is my entire life with
I've got thunder and
spirit.
lightning. Sorry, I
It is
was watching the lightning.
everything. It is my entire life, my walk, my work with spirit.
Right, how you've came into this crazy world. That's crazy practice, I should say. I mean, I know a lot of people. I'm personally not psychic, okay? I do, for the more I've been going down the witchcraft road in the paranormal investigating road, I'm becoming more sensitive in things to when spirits are around me. And I've always been sensitive to people. I can always get a good sense of people. I usually, especially when I meet somebody, I can usually tell within an instant if they're good, bad, or indifferent. I can usually kind of sense that. So I love talking to people about their gifts. And about how they're psychic and things. Do you do tarot readings or anything for people?
I can do a little bit of pendulum.
Right.
I haven't quite got into tarot just yet. I have the decks.
Right.
I just haven't had a real opportunity yet to really work with them and figure them out.
You're maybe just to be an educator. Melissa, that's maybe it. You know, not everybody's to be a reader and things. You're maybe just to be the educator to show. Oh, do you see that big one?
Yes, I
Wow.
did. Was that lightning?
It's above us.
Got thunderstorm, huh?
Yep. Yours maybe no have to be the one that's actually has stumped me. I hope it doesn't rain. I wanted to put some jars out for water. You're maybe to be an educator and teach people how to trace their line back right away to these people. I mean, I would love to know if there is witches or anything in my past because
I'm pretty sure there are. I'm pretty
Yep.
sure there are. I'm seeing several things around you.
Good. Tell me more.
Oh, they're just some ancestors of yours. One's a lady, and in fact, there's a couple ladies. There's also a gentleman. Old style clothes, really old style, like long time ago, like I want to say 17, maybe 1800s, early ish. Yeah, they're like, I want to say maybe anywhere from great 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 to maybe great 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 grandparents or aunts, uncles, something like that. Somewhere in that realm.
Right.
And basically they're like, we're waiting to be found.
Definitely. I mean, I get the calling all the time. I have started it a couple of times, and then it gets to a certain point. You have to start putting your cash line details in and things, and that always puts me off. And I think, oh, I'll do it another time. So I need to do it. I need to sign up to it and do it and just find out my heritage. I think it is a calling.
Right.
No,
I
there's the rain.
recommend, yeah, I recommend Jenny.com and I recommend Ancestry.com.
Right, I'll definitely do it. I'll trace them back. I mean, because witchcraft came to me just out the blue, really. I mean, I was struggling, yeah, with a couple of things. That's for another day, as Mike says, take a drink. But I think the actual witchcraft came out the blue to me. When I think back on it, I think to myself, but it's only these days that you're allowed to call yourself a witch. A way back, you weren't allowed to say it. So I find myself going over and over in my mind people that I know in my family, even the ones that's still alive, and the ones that's died and things. Were they a witch? Did they do witchy things? You know? And I try and find things in them that was witchy.
Yeah, I think they did. And the reason I say I think they did is because a long time ago, we didn't have what we have in modern medicine today.
Yeah, exactly.
And we really had no other choice than to, collect herbs, collect spices, and make like poultices and salves and potions and whatnot. We
Mm-hmm.
didn't have a
Mm-hmm.
choice. It was all we had way
Yeah.
back when.
Hi, Hatch. Welcome, buddy. Yeah, because my mum always says, and I always think about it growing up, and my mum was always have a little remedy for things like if you
Hmm.
get stung with a nettle, use a docking leaf and such things. I can't think off the
Hmm.
top of my head, but it makes me wonder. It was my gran that taught her all this, so I mean, it's not serious witchcraft, but it is
Right.
witchy things. Using
Yeah,
poultices and different
apothecary.
things.
Yeah, it's apothecary goods. We did the same thing back in the 1800s, and for like disinfectant and and pain relief and all that. We had two things. We had opium and we had whiskey, and
Sure.
maybe sometimes vodka if we could get it.
Yeah, if
But
you could brew it in time.
beyond that, we really didn't have a whole lot to be able to use for things like pain relief, disinfectant. We didn't have Tylenol. We didn't have Aleve. We didn't have Motrin. We didn't have all this other stuff that we see in the grocery stores now. We did not have it.
Exactly, yeah. And I think
Because,
everybody was witchy, really.
yeah.
I
And
just have to trace it back.
yeah. And because of my native roots back then, I could make things like
Yeah,
poultices and
Dova.
salves and um, some forms of pain relief other than, whiskey and, that kind of thing.
Nah,
But for disinfecting 100 proof, 100, proof whiskey, that was what we had. That was
exactly. And
all,
bite hard and a bit of stick for childbirth and things.
yeah. And that was all we had.
I mean, that going back to the witch trials and things as well, a lot of the time the people that they did kill was the local healers and things in their area.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, especially up here in Scotland where I
Mhm.
stay, when you go back the history of some of these people that did get burnt at the stake and tortured, it usually was the person that did the healing in the community or did the childbirth or whatever. So, I mean,
Mhm.
to be honest, they just really then disease and things set in, a lot more childbirths where it didn't work because they killed the local healers thinking they were witches.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
crazy to me. It's crazy. Have you get? Was it you? I can't remember. I've did that much research on people the last few times, the last couple of weeks. Did I read somewhere that you can read pets?
No, I don't read pets as well as I do humans, but I
Right.
do talk to them.
Right. I was maybe that's what I read. I've been researching that many people the last couple of weeks. I would thought it was maybe you. But that's another concept as well. I mean, there's a lot of people out there can read pets and things. So it
Yeah,
just shows you everybody's connected as well.
I don't read pets so much as I talk to them.
Right.
Yeah.
You can
Um.
understand them.
Oh yeah, I understand them. I got four of my own.
For cats.
Two cats, two dogs.
Do you think they think like us then? Do you feel that the animals do have the same kind of human emotions, if you like?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Right. Because I think that being a cat and a dog is one of the popular reincarnated. Like if somebody says to you, what would you like to be reincarnated as? A lot of people will say a cat or a dog because they're always spoiled.
Oh,
So I always wonder, is that because we have a human and cat or human in connection that we do always go there? Because we do, if you think about it, we have these animals in our home. So most of the time we turn them human,
I
you
think
know?
so. I think basically, these animals do have souls, absolutely, and I mean, they talk just like we do, only it's a different form of talking.
Right, right. I often wonder that if they do have, because they are quite close to us. Sparkle, my dog, mirrors everything I do. When I tell her not to bark, if the postman comes or something and I'll tell her not to bark, and then she'll be, "Ugh," and she not understands what I'm telling her to do, and it's as if she wants to be cheeky, and I'll say to her, "Stop being cheeky," and then she'll go away, and it's the look she gives me, and I just think, you know what I'm saying, and I really do feel as if the dog. Because think about it, my dog doesn't get out or anything with other dogs, and I think she's picked up all my ways and can understand me.
This is one of my little familiars. This is Ace.
Uh-huh.
Snooze time.
I really do think Sparkle is one of my familiars, honestly, because anytime I'm doing anything, she's got to be by my side, especially if I've got all my witchy stuff out. But I did never think dogs could be familiars either, so that kind of stumped me.
Yeah, they can be. They can be. Yeah.
She definitely understands me. I know she does.
Oh, definitely.
So where can everybody find you, Melissa? Where can we all find you?
Oh my gosh. It's drum.io/psychic witch.
I'll get it off your page and I'll put them all in the link below, guys, okay?
And also https PSY. Let's see.
I'll get it off the show, and we can get it off the description. Yeah.
OLPSYENT.com.
You've got it all on your... Guys, if you just want to get her on Twitter as well, because that's where I managed to find her, get her on Twitter and get her on... Your YouTube page is just Melissa Bryan, isn't it? It is in the description, guys, if you just hit it. Go check her channel and things out and all the other things she does. Much like JK, I need to get people that boast about themselves on my show. There's a lot of people I get on that is just like me, and they're very, very down to earth, and they don't want to boast about the things they do. You have to start telling me more about what you love. It's as if you all don't want to brag. You have to brag. Guys, check her out. She really has got an amazing channel. She's on Twitter and things as well. She is somebody we could all learn from. She's a shaman. She's got books and things out. Check her books out, okay? Where can we find your books, Melissa?
On Amazon and Kindle right now. I'm working on other things, but that's going to be a ways down the road.
And her website and things, guys, she does teach you how to trace back your ancestors and things. If you check it out, she can help you with all that if you want her to help you. So definitely check her website out. Find it. If you are finding it difficult to find her links, just go to her YouTube channel or her Twitter page, because it's all on there as well. Okay. Have you got any questions you want to ask her? Yeah, Mystical's saying about a true familiar. I just didn't ever think, it wasn't until I thought about it, I'm thinking that dog is like a familiar. But and then I started thinking, can a dog be a familiar? But obviously they can, you know. That's why I was interested. I just think she always has to be next to me. If I'm doing anything like housework and things, she goes and does her own thing. But if I'm doing anything witchy, she's got to be in the room with me. You've seen it yourself, guys. If I lock her out the room, she cries until I let her back in. It's as if she's like my lucky charm, if you like, as well. I like her to be beside me. Sometimes if I'm online, I don't like her beside me because she barks, as you know. But I do like her beside me when I'm getting witchy. That's you as well, Mystical Lovingly. You don't like talking about yourself, I know. But I get you up so you can tell everybody a bit about what... Oh, there's the thunder.
2 videos.
Wow.
Yeah, I do some videos sometimes, once in a while when I have time to.
Yeah.
I've been busy with moving into our trailer still. We're still moving into this space, you know, because we've had a lot going on, and then the wildfires threatened to chase us out.
Yeah, guys, it's
now
hard
we're
for them
kind
right
of
now.
back to trying to finish everything up. So
But
I've been
definitely
kinda
check her out, guys. Honestly, she's not doing herself justice. She doesn't want to put herself out there like that. But honestly, guys, she's got books and everything. She's somebody that we could all learn from. She's a shaman. She has practiced it all and things. So she is knowledgeable, and she's no one to boast. That's the problem about getting people up that's light-hearted like me. They don't want to put themselves out there. But it's definitely good, all the things you do, Melissa, honestly. People like you, we need to talk to us, because we need people to teach us how to trace back our ancestors. We need people to teach us how you get into shamanism and things. I mean, people that live in Scotland and things such as myself. I've got my Uncle Danny, he's in Canada, and he teaches me a little bit about it. I have learnt a little things about it through the Four Winds and things, but my training is nowhere near anything that I could say that I'm a shaman, you know. But I'm practicing. I have started the learning curve, we'll say. Okay. So we'll keep talking, Melissa, and we'll keep getting updates on you. Maybe when your
Okay.
booking things comes out, and the guys will go over and they'll check your channels out and your Twitters and everything. Guys, she was going to give up because nobody was noticing her, but I was noticing her on Twitter a lot, and I was thinking, don't give up. Don't give up before you've started. Come up and we'll get an interview and we'll get some people on to get
Well,
you
I
out
would
there.
love to be able to raise about $1,000 because I need to get more brochures, more banners, more business cards, more inserts, more stuff to get things moving. Because with
Sure.
that, I can do things like events and parades and, things to
Well,
really
that's
get
it.
the name out there.
That's it. Well, that's it. Well, that's the way to do it, Melissa. Don't give up. Keep yourself out there. People will start checking out your Twitter page and your YouTube channels and things. It's just a case of don't ever give up in your dreams. Sometimes it's a little bit harder for other people's, but I feel as if you have to fight for it a little bit harder, it's because the thing you're getting is such a big reward. So don't ever give up in anything you want to do.
Well, I love my work. See, what it is, I love my work, but lately I've been kind of like, I feel like I've been screaming into the wind because, it's like I feel like I'm not being heard.
Yeah, you've just not found the direction yet, that's all. And it will come. I mean, a lot of the time, it's maybe not maybe the direction you've been going isn't the direction you've to go. So it's maybe just a case of let everything in your home die down, get yourself sorted, take this for a break, let your house and the fires and things all calm down around you. And then at the other end of that, you might discover something really new about yourself. It's maybe the universe's sign to calm down and take a bit of time.
Right. And I am with the Genealogical Society. So access to records right now is not a big thing.
See, you're not doing what you want to do. That's why you're frustrated as well, because you're not getting allowed to do the things you want,
Yeah. And I'm trying to get right now another job as an online psychic. I would really love to do that. I had done it in the past. I just had to get away from it for a while because things went so crazy for a while that I wasn't able to really do that.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you will get noticed in things. I mean, try TikTok as well. TikTok's an amazing platform to catch people's attention, and test it, see how it goes. Go live on it. Maybe go live on
I'm
your
gonna have to
YouTube
go
channel
live
and things.
because I'm gonna have to go live because I've got well over 2,000 followers right now on there, and
definitely don't give up then. Go live and see what happens. Maybe that's what you have to do to take your mind off of the fires and things. But I didn't like it when you said you were going to give up. That's why I asked you up for an interview. I thought, get them up, get a wee chit chat online and put yourself out there. So I hope, Melissa, that we keep talking. I hope you keep coming back and giving us updates on your journey.
Definitely. And one other thing I also have in mind is doing some videos like I'm very touch based when it comes to some of the things I do. I'm very touch based. Right. And that's why I wear the long nails, is because they help capture energy.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking about maybe, because I've got to go look for a bookcase anyway for my trailer. Right. We have a whole big bin of books that I've got to get put away, and I don't have a bookcase to put it in. So, maybe if I go to one of those thrift stores, maybe something will call to me and I can actually read the energy and do that on camera.
That would be good. Definitely would reply back to the guys at the store here.
Storm's
here's crazy.
I was
got it right. I'll just see it.
Showing some of the places I'd had experiences, and I'm going to say it straight up. Wairika, especially Main Street, there is some crazy energy there. There's
You
some
should
crazy,
definitely
crazy,
do
crazy
that.
energy there.
I mean, Melissa, I don't know if you know, but there's a lot of people out there that put networks together, and it's to help people get to. It's basically a support band. Okay, I've just joined one. It's called DNTV, and it's a place where you can be part of a community. And they support you. They let you put your videos out. Maybe if you've got a link you want to put out, they help you put it out. They help you get people into your room. If you're finding that you're going live and nobody's coming, there are a band of people that will come in and they'll help you maybe sit in your live and help you promote it, basically by sending links and things out. So don't think you're alone. There is people out there that's willing to help you. Even me myself.
What was the name of it? I'm sorry, what
It's
was
called
the name of it?
DNTV. There's other ones. There's numerous ones out there. Find
Yeah,
one
if you can
that's
get
for
me,
you and your practice.
get me the link on Twitter and I'll take a look at it and see what I can do with it.
Definitely. And that's to help. It's to help you not give up. It's to show you that there is communities out there that don't want you to give up. They want you to keep having your dreams and putting out what you want to put out. But going live and things is a good way to let people get to know you. There's plenty of videos out there where people do things. Going live builds your community. It helps you build a bond with people. So anytime you do go live, let me know, and I'll definitely get some of my guys in, and we'll help sit in your rooms, and we'll help promote you out. Okay, we'll help get you promoted. I think she's. Can you hear me? Okay.
With it, and basically, I love what I do. I love my work. I love spirit. I want to go out across the road and show where I had my actual experiences at. There's one place in particular that I absolutely love. I've got to give a shout out to. One of them is Old Tucson Studios. That place was my home away from home, kind of like a second home.
Right.
Had a lot of friends there. All the spirits, I know them all by first name. They're great, great people. We're great people in life, are great people in spirit, and continue to be great people in spirit. So hi, Old Tucson. I love you guys so much. And
that's what to do. Definitely do videos and show us all. I love seeing around people's local areas as well. Do a video and show us around where you stay and things. Point out some places. Yeah, it's amazing the amount of people that love seeing where other people stay, and you'll build up a community.
And then also St. James Hotel, Cimarron, New Mexico. Gotta give those guys a big shout. Hi guys.
Yeah,
love you, Miss Rose. Everybody, we love you. We love you. And that place is a big, it's on the Santa Fe, Oregon Trail, and it is, let me read this comment here.
Something interesting came up today. Are spirits affected by the moonlight? I can't answer.
Oh yes, yeah. That's why they call me Moonchild. Yeah, no, I'm Cancer of the Crab by water. My sun sign is Cancer of the Crab. Moon rising is Gemini, and I absolutely, love the work that I do. I just made a couple jars of moon water over these last couple full moons. And so I've got that in my fridge.
Oh, that thunderstorm. My son's just done in his bike and it's thundering and lightning up here. Were you scared? The energy high.
I love to bake during thunderstorms. My favorite time to do baking. Yes, slow everything down.
Go and get out your wet clothes, son. Oh, he's ringing. He's absolutely soaking. So definitely come back, Melissa. Keep us up to date and things. I better go get him on the show.
Before I let you guys go,
I know
basically,
it's so big enough.
Aye, the moon.
St. James Hotel is along the Oregon Santa Fe Trail, and it's like a big gathering spot for myself and my outlaw ancestors, and we all go there to party together.
That's my oldest son. That's my son Liam. He's 14.
Okay,
that's Melissa. She's for California. They're going, Melissa. She's saying hello. They're going through the wildfires. They know they've just got a 95% clearage on it.
On Yeti Fire, 95%, and on McKinney Fire, 90%.
90% in that big one, son. I hope it dies down quick.
I'm sure it will.
Kathy. Welcome, Kathy.
That one.
Right.
Yeah.
He's soaked, guys. There's Mystical Loving Light saying hi as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go up and get
right,
changed.
okay, son, away up and get out the wet clays. So we'll definitely get you back, Melissa. Tonight's not going to be a long one because I have reached my watch hours on my channel. I need to pay for
Okay.
StreamYards. So we'll get you back. We'll set it for
Definitely.
about a month or something. We'll get you back and see what direction you've been going and see what you've been up to and
Definitely.
things. And come into the rooms. See, when I go live, I'll get you the link on Twitter and you can
Okay.
come in, sit in the chat. If you want to come up with me as well on screen, help me educate people that want to be educated. I don't mind getting you up as a co-host.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's
Because
what I'm
people
all
could
about.
learn from you, definitely. You know. So we'll definitely keep talking, Melissa, and we'll
Okay.
get you up and we'll maybe even what we could do is we could plan a stream. Is something that you want to talk about, maybe how you get into your shamanism, maybe teaching people how to start it, and we'll dedicate an hour to it.
With shamanism, you got to be born into that stuff.
Yeah, true.
You're
Yeah,
born
it's not something
into
you can
it.
really.
It is a
Well,
lot
anything,
easier.
we can pick a subject, even if you want to just come up with me and we'll do a show together and
Okay.
get some
Yeah, I
questions or
gotta get
something.
moving anyway. I've got one other thing I've got to get done and one other obligation I've got to meet. So I
Sure.
will talk at y'all later and thank you
No
for having me.
problem. Okay, Melissa, thanks for coming by. And it's lovely speaking to you. Okay, I'll catch you soon.
You too.
Remember,
Bye-bye.
guys, go check out our social medias. I will put it in the link in the description, okay, after this live. Okay, guys, I'm going to go as well. Just stay there, Melissa, and I'll speak to you in a minute. Okay, everybody, thank you for coming tonight. It's not going to be a long, and as I said, I have reached my watch hours. I'll catch you all soon, okay? Blessings, everybody. Have a good time. Bye. Have a nice Sunday, guys. If ours is ending in Scotland, thank goodness. I'm going to go and try and put some little trays out for water. So it's bedtime up here. I'm quite glad because I can lie and watch the storm. I can watch the storm. Bye, guys.